All right. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Millstone that taught us the truth. Honors and salutations to all sincere came throughout the four corners of the earth, laboring in honesty, sincerity. Welcome to the children that believe in the true names of the Father and the Son. The name of the Father is Yahweh, He exists, and the Son's name is Yahweh Shai, He delivers. Okay? And He's going to deliver us out of this captivity that we're in. Okay, my name is Mark Oliver Gad Ben Yasharala. I'm with the Watchman Philadelphia camp. And I just want to play this quick clip, man, about this. Members might have saw it. If you haven't saw it, I suggest that you go ahead and check it out. It's a documentary. It's called the 13th Amendment, and it goes into a whole like, yo, man, it goes into like details and the shit that Esau did to our people, man. It's very vexing, man. But bear with me while I pull this up, and you can check it out for yourself. You know. But yo, man, this thing is vexing, man. Okay. Wait for this thing to load up, man. But yeah, man, it's another reason because yo, the 13th Amendment. You look up the 13th Amendment. That's basically like abolishing slavery. You know, that was basically supposed to abolish slavery. But what Esau did, they put a loophole in it, and they said that only like how they gonna do it. Shalom, that's right, bro. Shalom again. I'm about to play this quick video for y'all. But yeah, man, Esau's a devil, man. I'm gonna just play the video for you. But basically, what like I said, the 13th Amendment was they abolished slavery and all that. But they still needed cheap labor. So what they do, they put laws into play. The only reason that you could be a slave or do slave-like type work is if you was incarcerated. Okay, and now you look at who the people that were incarcerated, the slaves, man. So check it out.
1 out of 4 human beings with their hands on bars, shackled, in the world are locked up here in the land of the free.
Khalif Browder was walking home from a party when he was stopped by police.
13th Amendment to the Constitution makes it unconstitutional for someone to be held as a slave. There are exceptions, including criminals.
Hello, welcome to What the Flick. My name is Christy. That is Lonzo. We're talking about Ava DuVernay's documentary 13th, which is the first nonfiction film ever to open the New York Film Festival, where it got standing ovations, and very deservedly so.
Yes, and it's premiering on Netflix, so everybody can see it. So DuVernay basically looks at the 13th Amendment and notes that while it did free the slaves, it came with a loophole, which was that if you were a criminal who was being punished, you could still be held in servitude and bondage. And so how that loophole has expressed itself from Reconstruction to the modern day, it's a fascinating history of race in this country, of how the government has handled black people, black men, and what that has done to our society. It's an amazingly powerful documentary. Take a look.
Animals, beasts that need to be controlled.
You better believe it became virtually impossible for a politician to run and appear soft on crime.
The kinds of kids that are called super predators.
Millions of dollars will be allocated for prison and jail facilities.
3 strikes and out.
It was an enormous burden on the black community, but also violated a sense of core fairness.
States were required to keep these, even if nobody was committing a crime.
It's so difficult to talk about mass incarceration because it has become heavily monetized. The focus is on taking people from prison, putting them in community corrections, parole, and probation.
How much progress is it really now? There's a private company making money off the GPS monitor.
We now have more African Americans under criminal supervision than all the slaves back in the 1850s.
We are the products of the history that our ancestors chose. Products of that set of choices that we have to utter to escape from.
Yeah, I wanted to cry watching this entire thing. I was on the verge of it the entire time.
It's really upsetting, and it has a lot of, at the very end, it kind of culminates with a lot of the internet footage of of different, like, shootings that I did not want to watch on the internet, and so then being confronted with them with these shootings, like, God, you know.
Eric Garner.
Yeah, and Philando.
Castile.
Yes, you know, so but it's a very step-by-step film where she talks to the right people and she kind of carries you through critical moments. So you have, you know, Reconstruction happens and the slaves have been freed, but then you've got this. There's still that need for cheap labor. So black men find themselves getting put on chain gangs because they got arrested for loitering. You know, and then you have Jim Crow, and then you have, you know, like, you know, Richard Nixon's Law and Order campaign, and Reagan's war on drugs, where cocaine got harsher sentences than people dealing powder cocaine, and Newell thinks that's a bad thing. You know, and the Clintons get grilled a lot here. If everything is just going to be like a partisan thing, Bill Clinton's tough on crime stance and the three strikes law and the 1994 crime bill, you know, is put under as harsh a microscope as everything else.
It is definitely not partisan. I mean, you know what her perspective is, but yeah, she's very equal opportunity in her willingness to examine everyone's role in where we are today. Terms of race, in terms of, as they put it, the prison industrial complex, and they have Clinton toward the end admitting, like, that was a mistake.
Yes.
I mean, last year he said that?
Something like that, yeah. Pretty recent.
But yeah,
the super predators speech is quoted here.
Yeah, right, Hillary saying super predators, yeah. And her scope is amazing here. What she achieves in a relatively short amount of time. The movie's only like an hour and 40 minutes or so, I want to say. It's not even 2 hours, but it feels thorough and yet concise, and it's calmly powerful. It's not hysterical.
No.
It's not shrieky. She takes her time. She makes her points methodically. She's chosen this beautiful wide array of really, really thoughtful, intelligent people to talk about this. I mean, everyone from people who lived it, like Angela Davis,
right, Jelani Cobb,
Henry Louis Gates, and you do have Newt Gingrich.
Yes.
You know, you have prison experts, you have columnists, you have professors, and one thing I noticed about this, it is shot so magnificently.
Yeah.
Like the lighting, and you know, it's a lot of talking heads, and there can be a tendency to make that kind of film seem repetitive. But the milieux in which she has placed her subjects are varied and beautifully lighted, and it makes each of their bits seem intimate and relevant and vital. It's not just like blah 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 and blah 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 blah. Like, it's great care has been taken with every single element of this.
The archival footage is really interesting. Like, she really hits on one of the things that always drives me nuts is how nowadays everybody wants to claim MLK, and everybody, you know, treats MLK like a hero, and oh, you know, when people are protesting, oh, why can't you be more like MLK? It's like, MLK protested. MLK got arrested for protesting a lot.
He was not a saint.
Hoover called him, like, you know, the biggest liar in America or something. I looked it up.
Yeah, I was going to grab that scripture.
Yeah, the last one was like 1966 or something.
I'm going to grab it anyway.
Like 67% of Americans disapproved of MLK's tactics. So, you know, it's... You know, there's an amazing historical amnesia that happens in this country in a very short period of time, and she really picks through 150 years worth of this stuff and just kind of shows you how this thing got us to this thing, got us to this thing. There's interesting musical choices from Nina Simone to Public Enemy. This is a movie that left me shaken and upset, which is what an agenda-driven documentary should do. And I don't say agenda-driven like that's a bad thing. I mean, she clearly has a point to make, and she makes it exceedingly well.
And it's unfortunately an incredibly relevant point that she makes, and it feels absolutely up to the minute. In that there's Trump footage, there's like
talking
Trump
about law and
rally,
order, just like Nixon,
right? But also like Trump rally footage, and she cross-cuts so beautifully and so damningly and so emotionally between young black people being pushed around and being spat on, being hit at Trump rallies, with, you know,
The
from
fire
the
hoses.
segregated South, like black men being shoved across the street and being
Yeah.
kicked and pushed, and it's so powerful. You've got to see this movie. I don't know, it's on Netflix, so you can see it.
Yeah, it debuts on Netflix on Friday.
But if you can see it in the theater, it's
It is gorgeous,
It's important
yeah.
from a you know, a substance perspective, but it's also beautiful to look at. And I just don't know how she got her arms around this massive, complicated topic in such a concise and powerful way. It's just one of the best movies of the year, I would
No
say.
question, yeah. And you're right, it's not shrieky, it lays out a case in a very methodical way. And yeah, I look forward to the discussion that I hope that it prompts.
Yes, and good on you, Eve DuVernay, and further diversifying the kind of movies that you make, which I love to see. So on my number's a 9.5. What is yours?
I give it a 9, yeah.
All right, so our average is 9.3. It's at 97% on the tomato meter. If you're going to see one movie about slavery this week, I'd make it 13th. Very interesting. Oh, she shows clips from Birth of a Nation.
That's true. The
And
Griffith one.
original.
The Griffith
Yes,
one.
So and how that also plays the seeds of the idea of men as predators, black men as predators. And
Yes.
Go see it, please. Bye.
All right. So, yeah, man. I suggest brothers watch that documentary. It's called 13th Amendment, you know? And it's a lot of meat in there, man. It's just going to piss you off. But the brother, he brought out the scripture I was going to bring out anyway. This is Zechariah 11:5. You know, because they was talking about how, you know, how people got killed and shit. You know, you got what's the dude named, the Trayvon Martin dude. Couple other brothers in there, they Israelites. But this is Zechariah chapter 11:5. It says, "Whose possessors slay them, and hold themselves not guilty, and they sell them, and Salakia, and they that sell them say, Blessed be Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not." So they brought out what, Martin Luther King, you know, which he was a fucking devil, man. That nigga, his whole thing, man, his movement was to make us weak, man, and let these damn Edomites push and punch on us and do all type of crazy shit to us, man. You know. So like that's out of pocket, man. You know, and plus the nigga, he was a Mason, man. You know, he was set up by the government, and once the nigga he felt bad about what he was doing, you know, they killed his ass. And rightfully so, for being a fucking devil, man. But this is Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for as like iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." All right? So, yo, man, you never supposed to trust these damn devils, man. You know? And that's what our people end up doing. And you gotta, like, that's how Martin Lucifer King came across to our people, man. Because like you got, when I was watching, I'm not finished watching it, but after I finish this video, I'm gonna go back and finish watching the documentary. It's about an hour and 36 minutes long, you know. And it was just one scene where they was shoving a Jake, man. These Edomites, like they was going in, you know. And our people, they wanted to, matter of fact, they wanted to fit in with these damn bastards, man. You know. Yeah, so I got the scripture for that. But yeah, they wanted to fit in, you know. I'm gonna bring that up later. But back in Sirach chapter 12 and 10, it says, "Never trust our enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as though Salak, if thou have. So yeah, man, like, you know, that's right, bro. So like, yo, man, like yo, that's why they made that 13th Amendment. What did they do? They's like, yo, we gonna free the slaves. But they really ain't want to do that shit. So they like, how we gonna keep these niggas slaves? Oh, let's throw a loophole in there. You know? With the scripture saying Psalms, it's his words were smoother than butter, slicker than oil, but war was in his heart, man. You know? So that's what Esau's all about. They're about a bunch of bullshit. Okay? So verse 12 says, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy face, slack in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. Okay, so yo, man, remember these words and be pricked. So this shit's we supposed to take this shit to heart. Okay, this is Jeremiah chapter 2 and 33, man. This is for this is for them dudes like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. He wasn't with that shit, you know. Dudes like that, and people that want to fit in and, so to speak, rub shoulders with these fucking crackers. All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 2 and 33. It says, "Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou all Salaka. Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways." So yeah, man, you trimming your ways. So you trying to, like, yo, the niggas, like, we wore our garments and all that, but we in slavery. But you got niggas that want to wear the suit and tie, you know, have everything like Esau. So they trying to want to get their haircuts, shave their beard off, looking bald head. This fucking internet keep popping on and off, man. But whatever. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna read that again. This is Jeremiah chapter 22, Shalak chapter 2 and 33. It says, "Why trimmest thou way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways." And yo, that's why these niggas, they try to buddy with Esau and tell them everything about it. It's like, yo, when you got Edomites moving into your community and neighborhood, you know, which these ain't even our fucking neighborhoods anyway, man. This is Esau's shit. This is just set up, but you got these people that move in, and then you got a nigga welcome. Oh, welcome, sir. They want to teach them everything about the neighborhood and all that, which I've seen it happen a lot, man. And they trimming their ways to seek love, man. Tap dancing ass niggas. You got them rap niggas, them entertainers, all of them boxers. All them niggas, man, they fucking puppets, man. You know? But anyway, man, with that, man, I hope that this lesson was edifying. I hope it made sense. And if you brothers or sisters that watch the channel haven't watched that 13th Amendment, I suggest that you go do that. That's a must watch. Alright, until the next lesson, I'm going to say Shalom and death to America. Shalom. We almost out of here, y'all. Stay strong.